Hey everyone, my name is Anthony from Speedworks Social, and a very common question that we get asked is about the differences between LinkedIn ads and Facebook ads and what tends to work best on each platform. These two platforms are very similar in a lot of ways, but they're also very different in a lot of ways. So we find that a lot of people have probably tried Facebook ads or are currently using Facebook ads, and they're interested in trying out LinkedIn ads if they have a professional audience or just think it would be a good platform for them. So sometimes we'll see people try to move campaigns over from Facebook ads to LinkedIn ads, or just look to test out LinkedIn ads after already trying Facebook ads. So I'll kind of walk you through some of those differences there and things that tend to work best. But first is kind of acknowledging that they are both social platforms. People are on there creating their own profiles, inputting information about themselves. They're on there to connect with other people, and they're looking to share information about themselves and kind of stay up to date on information about other people. So they do operate similarly in a lot of ways, and the types of ads, the type of objectives your campaigns can be, and the ad units also match up. And they're the similar types of ad units where you're going to be designing an ad, placing it in somebody's newsfeed most of the time, and that's going to be shown to somebody in an interruptive style approach. So the first thing the first big difference is around targeting. So because these are self-created user profiles, a lot of the information that we go based off of is what is the information that people are filling out about themselves. Who are they, where do they live, and then other demographic information. Facebook, people are putting, often where they live, maybe where they went to school, but we don't see too much professional information put into Facebook. Some people will put job titles or companies, but for the most part, sometimes it's very old or out of date. Whereas on LinkedIn, all the targeting on LinkedIn is based off what people are putting into the platform, same as Facebook, but people primarily put in their professional information into LinkedIn. So the type of targeting option that gives us is a wide variety of professional targeting that just doesn't exist on other platforms. So, people will self-input their job title and tag their company that they work at. And then if you're setting up a company page, you're going to put in what industry that you're in, what's the size of your company, and putting in more information about your company there. So because of that gives us a lot of rich targeting options. When we go to set up campaigns, we can target specific job titles, target specific industries and specific sizes of company. And we just see that that data just doesn't exist on many other platforms. Two is mindset, and we see this as a big difference is like how people use the platform. Facebook tends to be a lot more of kind of scrolling around, reading up on your friends and family and seeing what they're up to, looking through pictures, maybe watching videos and stuff like that. People tend to be more in a relaxed mindset. They use it mostly after work. Whereas on LinkedIn, people use it more during the work hours, and people are in a business mindset when they're using LinkedIn. People jump on LinkedIn for a few reasons because one is often they're going to look up somebody else who they might be meeting with soon. They want to learn about that person or learn about that company. They might be looking to send a message to somebody. Maybe they received a message from somebody. Maybe they're planning an upcoming meeting or talking about business things. So they're usually in a business mindset and more receptive to business topics, whether it's about things that can help them get better at their job or news in the industry. People are in more of a business mindset. And think about the ways that LinkedIn is primarily used. So those cases that I mentioned of often going to research somebody else, maybe update their own profile if they got a promotion or are starting a new company. And then LinkedIn's a big jobs platform, so maybe someone's going out there to job hunt, or maybe they're going out there to post a job, maybe they're going out to ask for referrals and recommendations. We see a lot of questions like that posed to the LinkedIn newsfeed that you probably wouldn't pose on Facebook. So people tend to be in a business mindset, which makes it much better for business related advertising topics. So LinkedIn, because it has some of these premium targeting options that you just can't find anywhere else, they know that, and you're gonna have to pay to reach those audiences. And the higher up the chain you go, the more competitive that audience is going to be, the more expensive it's going to be to reach them. So LinkedIn has some of the best targeting options out there, but it also has some of the highest costs to reach those people. I will contrast that with like search ads, which search ads can be crazy expensive, over $100 a click in some industries. We don't generally see that high of costs on LinkedIn, but LinkedIn does tend to be more expensive than, say, Facebook. Whereas Facebook ad cost, you might pay a couple of bucks per click at most, sometimes less than that. And then on LinkedIn, you're often paying about 8 to 12 bucks per click for a middle level manager in the United States. Those costs get cheaper if you go internationally or if you target lower level people. But if you target higher level people, then your cost could be above that. So LinkedIn is a more expensive platform to use, and that will kind of affect how we want to use it in our broader funnel strategy, which we'll talk about next. Also on cost is kind of the mechanics of the platform. On Facebook, you're usually paying for every impression. And on LinkedIn, you're usually paying for every click. So that's going to affect the type of ads you create and how you use the platform, because those mechanics of how you get charged are going to be different. But it's important to note, LinkedIn is a more expensive platform. You're going to pay for those premium targeting options, but it does have some of the best targeting options that are out there. So fourth is funnel strategy. And then this incorporates kind of all these past components. So LinkedIn, because people are on there for a specific purpose, and it is a more expensive platform to use, we find that LinkedIn works best for top of funnel and middle of funnel type of offers, where, for the average person out there, for the average company and the average prospect, the average company who's not a mainstream brand, the average prospect has probably never heard of your company. So you need to treat it as, kind of the start of that relationship. Use LinkedIn to acquire very high quality traffic, because, you have to start your funnel and your customer journey with high quality people who are potential customers for you. Whereas if you use Facebook and you're just targeting a broader consumer audience, most of those people clicking through are probably not going to be a good fit. And then, if that's the start of your funnel, then the end of your funnel, the bottom of your funnel, you're not going to have anybody coming out there who's going to purchase, because you're not getting the right types of traffic. So use LinkedIn to start that customer journey. Make sure you're acquiring very high quality traffic who are prospective customers. So we use it for top of funnel, mostly top of funnel, a little bit of middle funnel is where it tends to work best. And the types of offers that work best for that is, if a prospect has never heard of your company, then just leading with contact us or free consultation doesn't mean anything to somebody who doesn't know about you or your company. So you need to frame it as a valuable offer, usually a quick decision, because people are on there to use LinkedIn quickly and then get off. So it's not as much of long form content on the platform, but instead making it a nice, easy offer. We call these lead magnets. So the best types of offers are quick and easy downloadables that you're going to offer to somebody, taking an educational approach and talking about a current pain point or problem that they have, something that's very top of mind for them, offering that in the ads, let them opt in for that. At that point, they become a lead. And then once they're a lead and you've captured that traffic or even gotten them to your website, then you can retarget them via cheaper means, which could be a Facebook retargeting campaign. So these platforms can play together in some ways, but LinkedIn's awesome for being able to bring these niche professionals into your funnel, which you may not be able to find anywhere else other than LinkedIn. And then once you've captured that lead or gotten them to your website, then you can follow up with them via other means. And that could be retargeting ads, both on and off LinkedIn. And then if you have captured a lead, it could be email campaigns, calling out to your leads and stuff like that. So that's where LinkedIn tends to work best. And those are some differences between LinkedIn and Facebook. Again, my name is Anthony from Speedworks Social. If you need help with your LinkedIn ads campaigns, that's what we do. So you can go to speedworkssocial.com/free consultation to schedule a call with us to talk further. We also have a lot more information on speedworkssocial.com about learning about LinkedIn ads and best practices. Thanks.